the egg, my egg. I've made several. Here's one I made. This is the one I have in my front yard around my tree. Paisley Park's biggest mystery besides the man himself. This is an E, and this is a G. So the thing about egg,
Incredible edible egg.
the E and the G look the same, much like a 6 and a 9. The egg at Paisley Park is referencing something that looks like a 6-9 and is also oval. It can be an E or an A. So the egg, the EG, is equivalent to 6-9 as well as EA. That's very important in understanding what I'm going to talk about next. It's going to be the pineal gland, which has a big EA in the middle of it. It's not only the 6-9, the EA or the EG, it can also be a B for Bob, B-O-B, as in Bob George. Here, during the Love Sexy era of Prince, that was actually my first concert, was the Love Sexy concert. He took on this persona and he sings about this nemesis. His name is Bob George.
What's his name? Bob. What did you do for a living? Man, it's rock star. Who? Prince. Ain't that a bitch? That skinny motherfucker with the high voice. Who do I look like, baby? Don't you know I will kill you now? I gotta run. You think I don't? Then what's this?
Just like I talked about with the egg itself, the EG can be a G, an E, or even a B. You're talking about the same letter. George. It's B-O-B, G-E, or G-E. G-E or G-E. The G-E or G-E, the code word George, is the reason that we've had so many Georges in the world. George Washington, George Bush Sr. and Jr., George Orwell. At the beginning of the COVID lockdown, there was George Floyd. George is a code word because it's all the same. Now, when you look at the O-R portion, know this, that O is the 15th letter. So 1 plus 5 equals 6. R is the 18th letter. 1 plus 8 equals 9. So in the OR, you actually have 6-9. So within the name George, you can literally have 6-9, 6-9, 6-9, 666, love to the nines, 1999. The egg was put there to make us ponder these things. My clinical death experience helped me to remember these things. Of course, I'm going to run to share them with you. So when you're looking at the oval, the symbolism for the shape of the egg, it looks like just a 6-6, but 1 6 is here, 1 6 is here, and then the other 6 wraps back around this way. So 1 is orange, 1 is black, and 1 is blue. Do you see what I'm saying? That's 3 6s. The egg itself is referred to as the oval outhouse, clearly making reference to the big white mansion. The media promoted that on 6/15/15, Obama held a secret party at the White House and Prince performed. Prince said he ain't got no dog in that race. He didn't vote. He wasn't political, called them fascists. So why would he perform on 6/15/15, which actually equals 666, much like the egg? The Oval Office. 4 plus 2 is 6. 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, and then there's a 6 at the end. What we have is Bob George. The GE or the GE or the egg is actually in the date of death. So you have BOB, GE or GE. Pineal, EA, oval egg, right in the middle. What do you know? The name Neil.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Here at the big white mansion in the Oval Office that Biden just redesigned, we see an eagle on the floor. Because by golly, the eagle has landed. Pineal, P-I-N-E-A-L. So E-A-L takes on the ID-19 code as well.
The Eagle has landed.
It's important to pause here and understand the big G within. When you combine the pineal gland and it just reads across as one word, you end up with an IGI or ID19 in the middle, as I mentioned previously. This is where the pi code started because pi is short for pineal. So whether you're over here with the original PI or whether you're over here where it's upside down, it's pi on either end, or ID19 or just ID or just ID, or just the big G controlling the pineal gland. This image is similar to this one, is it not? Hopefully this is making sense. If it sounds a little and you're teetering on the edge, let me just show you some of the examples about how the egg has been disguised in our United States of America so that we wouldn't recognize these things. Think of the egg as being representative of your pineal gland. So considering that, we've got Humpty Dumpty. He's an egg. He sat on the wall, he fell, he broke, and nobody could put him back together. Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk, of course, gets the goose that lays golden eggs. Ego reminds us to let go. Mork, he came to us in an egg. The highly desired Fabergé egg. Oh, I know, an Easter egg. You know what? Let's hide it right in the middle of Google. 666 EGG GEGE. Their egg is broken. They'll never know the difference. The Eagles, which is pretty close to egg, presented us with an album cover that is both representative of, I believe, the female anatomy. This is all true. The creator tells me it's not just a bunch of hoopla.
Hoopla!
A lot of
Hoopla!
sounds like a
Hoopla! Hoopla!
Historically, it's said that the pineal gland is shaped like a pine cone. This would explain why the popes have always been seen carrying the pine cone staff, why they have the largest pine cone statue in the world at Vatican City, because they are holding the control of the knowledge of the Creator thus far until now. In fact, when Pope Jorge George, better known as Pope Francis, the same as Prince's father, Francis, his name is Jorge or George. In the spring of 2020, he was doing his seances here at St. Peter's Basilica. And what really caught my eye was this candle here. Not only does it have these 5 pine cone things on it, it has this swan reaching into its belly with these sinewy, bloody trails feeding these 3 babies. It's all very, very strange. Here that is closer up. You can see how on his candle holder, whatever that is, he has these, and they look very much like pine cones. This was in the spring of 2020 when we first went on COVID lockdown. So the fact that this is 2020, 2021, however you want to read it, it's all very cryptic of them controlling what they believe is the knowledge of the Creator. It's a disgusting plan, and I wouldn't have the courage to speak about it unless it were told to me in the life after, so you can believe what I'm saying.